Well, dozens of people rallied at the State House earlier this year trying to protect their property from a carbon capture pipeline and the use of eminent domain to get it done. Today, they lost the most recent battle.
Well, a bill to protect private property from eminent domain made its way through the Iowa House, but failed to get support over in the Senate. All
right, so the lack of action left the decision to the Iowa Utilities Board, and today members signed off on a nearly 700-mile pipeline across the state.
WHO 13's Andy Fales joins us now. And Andy, not the news property owners along that route wanted to hear.
No, Janae, you see the route right here, 688 miles of pipeline through 29 counties. Carbon Summit Solutions says 75% of property owners along the route have signed voluntary easements. Now, the remaining 25% are still fighting against it. And they are backed up by people on both sides of the political aisle, people who almost never see eye to eye on anything.
The most surprising part of the news was who wasn't surprised by it.
Well, I wasn't shocked, but I was very disappointed to see it.
Not conservative Republicans like Charlie Thompson, and not activists like Gene Colas.
It was pretty much a done deal from day one with Governor Reynolds' support and Rastetter.
Strange bedfellows united in their disappointment that Iowa's private ethanol industry will have the power to encroach on private landowners.
One of the deals is you cannot make any improvements or change the contours of the land in any way after the pipeline goes in.
And there's nothing more fundamental about constitutional principles than the right to property, the right to have your property free and clear of unwarranted interference by the government. And this is an unwarranted interference.
The news is far better for those connected to ethanol. The industry needs a way to unload its harmful carbon emissions to be able to sell to more markets.
We need to make sure that we continue to drive that demand and continue to grind that corn, or we have potential looking at what happened just 30 years ago. And what happened in the state when we had a slowdown in the ag economy.
But rather than celebrate, the industry says it intends to continue trying to win over skeptics.
I don't believe anybody wants to be using eminent domain, the process. I don't think that is a fun process for any side. And so hopefully there's ability to have continue to have those conversations.
Opponents say today signals it's time to take the fight to the courts and to get serious in the State House.
This is a real line that's been crossed. This is now a real direct threat to the property rights of all Iowans. So if we're serious about protecting people's property rights, we have to get serious about eminent domain reform.
North and South Dakota both need to approve this pipeline, and even back here in Iowa, the battle isn't over. But the Republican Charlie Thompson, you heard him, he told me today that the damage to landowners in the path of this pipeline in Iowa may have already been done. He wonders who might buy those properties if they went on the market, or how their values may now decrease. He wonders about estate arrangements and what this might do to insurance rates on those properties. Some pretty fair questions there, Janae.
Yeah, good questions, and I'm sure a lot of people are asking them right now. Thanks, Andy.